Well guys, I think we actually nailed it this time. Hopefully the camera will do these justice. Hey guys, it's Troy with DIY Home and Auto. Welcome back. Round 2 of trying to find the correct paint for Midnight Maroon. I've got my lucky shirt on so that I can hopefully draw some inspiration while I'm doing this. Thank you for all of your comments. I really appreciate the interaction and the help that you guys provide for me. I've taken some of that into consideration, and I've eliminated yellow from the picture. Yellow's gone. We're gonna work with the safety red, the royal blue, and the flat black. We're gonna play off of those. I'm gonna start at a higher number on the red scale and just add a little bit of blue until I get to a point where it starts to turn to that brown color that we saw before. Just for the fun of it, I'm going to start with a high concentration of blue and add a little bit of red to it and see where it turns to brown. I'm curious if I can get some sort of a purple hue or a purple color at all by doing that, starting blue and adding red. When I find essentially the color that I'm going for in my mind, I want to try adding a little bit of black to that as well to see if I can deepen it just a little bit more, make it a little bit darker. So without further ado, let's get started. We'll get some of these colors mixed up. I'm just going to go fast forward through this. It'll make it easier for me to edit it. Hopefully more enjoyable to watch. We'll just pound through this real fast and then we'll talk about what this looks like when it's all done. Well guys, I think we actually nailed it this time. This is awesome, and I can't thank you guys enough, especially for being along with me on this ride. This YouTube is actually amazing. The community is amazing. I appreciate all the feedback, the love and support. With that said, be sure and hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell if you're not already ringing the bell, however you would say that. Anyway, lots more cool content. I can't wait to get this color out on a bigger palette. Now that I've essentially selected the color that I want, I am going to spray out a test panel so that I can see it a little bit bigger, To go from a small swatch to a larger scale, colors can play tricks on you. I want to really make sure that this is the color. Let me show you these up close, and hopefully you guys are just as excited about this as I am. So again, in this test, we're using gloss safety red, gloss royal blue, and I played around again using the flat black. The family is not real fond of that idea, so I'll show you these swatches right here, but that's not the direction we're going to go just because this is a family heirloom of a vehicle. But on the top, we start with red for the majority of the color. We start with 15 parts of red, and then we slowly add blue as we go across. Let me get these out of the way so that we get the full light. Hopefully the camera will do these justice. Now this is pretty red, and then it starts to turn a little bit red, dark, kind of getting into maroon. Right about 15 parts red to 4 parts blue is where I start really paying attention and getting excited about it. I don't know that that color is coming through very good on camera. But then on the bottom, just almost for giggles, I wanted to kind of see if we could pull purple out of this somehow. Starting with 15 parts of blue and then adding parts of red as we go across to the right. And you know, this almost is a, I don't know, it's got some gray in it. It's like a blue gray, but really dark. And then it starts to just turn brown as it gets farther and farther across. And the problem that we had with the other one, all of these were really brown, just very, very brown. The ones that were the closest were like a 4-1-1. 4 parts red, 1 part blue, 1 part yellow. When that was sitting on the hood of the car, you could actually see the maroon kind of being pulled out of it. But the problem is we don't have maroon to play off of. We're just going to have this color across the whole car. So it would essentially still look brownish. 832 had some maroon color pulling out of it as well when it was close to that hood of the car again. But still, these are just all different shades of brown. Whereas this is exactly what we're looking for. I don't know, oh, there you go. You can kind of see the maroon coming out. 15.4 is this guy right here. 15.5. In the family, we were picking, my daughter as an artist, and she just likes the lighter colors. So she was in the 15.2, 15.3. I told her to pick 2. Told my wife to pick 2. She picked 15.3, 15.4. The 2 that I picked were 15.4, 15.5, or even clear over adding some black, but I got vetoed. The power of the veto is strong. I think that we're probably going to settle on the 15.4. Just because it's a family heirloom, I want to make sure that people have input in this as well. I think that's the color. So we're going to move forward with that color, the 15 parts red, 4 part blue, on my daughter's 2007 Corolla, and that's the hood of the car that I placed the other swatches on yesterday, so that you could see the colors. Anyway, that's the car that we're going to be painting this color, so that we can see it for real before we do it on Midnight Maroon. We want to do the interior of Midnight Maroon one time. This is a one-time deal. When we get this thing put together, it's going to be together and official. It's done. One shot to get this right, and we want to make sure that we see that color. Broad spectrum, full sunlight, at night, whatever, and just make sure that we really do love the color before we proceed. If we don't like it on the Toyota will at least look better than it does today because of all the clear coat that's peeling off. But this is a great practice for me, a chance for everybody else in the family to visualize the color on a bigger scale, make sure that it's what we want to do before we move forward. Again, this is Troy with DIY Home and Auto. Be sure and like and subscribe. Check the links below. I've got some merchandise. It helps support the channel. I put all of the money right back into the builds. It just really helps things move forward much faster. It's been a rough year. I've recovered from COVID-19. Thank you for all the people who knew about that and their well wishes and prayers. It's really appreciated. Our household is now healthy and strong. I feel like a superhero. I survived 2020 and COVID-19. Anyway, this is Troy with DIY Home and Auto. Love you guys. Appreciate the support. I'm humbled and honored to be along with you for this ride. Appreciate all the love and support. We'll see you guys in the next video.